Hey everyone, Keenan Gray here from DyeStat.com, bringing you another edition of DyeStat Discussions. We are thrilled to have this young man here on the program, Colin Sahlman of Northern Arizona. The Lumberjacks are heading to the Wisconsin pre-national meet this Saturday in Madison, Wisconsin, to take a look at that Thomas Zimmer Championship course. Which, if Colin remembers, last time he was there, it was just torrential downpour at that course and was just completely miserable for everybody. But again, really appreciate Colin coming on here. Just lots of changes have happened within this NAU program over the last year. Obviously, a lot of guys graduated. Your coach is going to be leaving after this year. Just kind of talk about what the emotions are within this program, where you guys are feeling at right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a very unique season of NAU. Like we're not. This is like probably the first season in a while where we haven't come in like ranked number one. So it's a bunch of like new younger guys, but we're really excited. We like to see this as an opportunity to just see what we can do as a team because we know that we're not favored like at all, but we don't like listen to that at all. So like what we want to do is we want to go out there and just compete the best we can, and we have a very good team. We have some returners from last year like Santiago and Corey, and um, and then a bunch of the team is pretty much new. Haven't really seen a lot of the national stage yet, but they're young, they're excited, and we're just gonna go out there and compete the best we can, and hopefully come away with a team win.
And really, you guys also bring in a veteran guy in David Malarkey, who is just off to a great start this season. Had a great outing at the Joe Piani Invitational. Like, what was the addition of him like, bringing him into the program, knowing his success, what he had at Florida State?
Yeah, no, it's definitely been cool. He fit in with the team right away. He's loving what we're doing. We love David. We love what he's doing, and we're really working together. And he in training right now, he's really operating at a level that maybe some of the other guys are not. So he's training very well. He's racing well, as you can see from past results. And yeah, he's fitting great. He's a big leader on our team, and we think he can help us out a lot. And yeah, we want to follow his footsteps, and just we know that he's got it. We know that he's got us up there doing his thing, and we want to just be like right there behind him, like just reeling in guys, just to try and get as less points as possible. So he's a big addition to our program. We love having him here.
And really kind of like the first opportunity to kind of bring in a transfer. Because for you guys, it's always been within the program, whether it's Mike Smith recruiting guys coming in, it's never really been like bringing a transfer guy into that. So was that, I guess, did that take a little bit of adjusting for you guys, or was it just fit in right away with you guys?
I mean, we're actually pretty used to transfers, because 2021, 2022, we had George Kusha from University of Nebraska come in, and then this last year we had Aaron Las Harris from Wake Forest. So it's nothing new. Obviously, it's new people every time, but yeah, he fit in like right away. So yeah, we love having him, and I think he's loving it here as well. I mean, you'd have to ask him, but.
I would think so too if you're training in Flagstaff with one of the best programs in the country. But needless to say, though, I mean, and you forgot to mention Kang Nowak is a guy that really kind of took off last year and started to like really started figuring things out. What have you seen from him? You know, obviously being a part of that Big Sky Conference championship team last year. I think I want to say he was the second guy for you guys at Big Skies. But what you see from him over the last couple years that has helped him grow into the runner he is now?
Yeah, he's just been really Kang has been very consistent. He hasn't really had a lot of injuries, which is very fortunate. And he on a good day, he is very hard to beat. I believe yeah, I think he was second on our team at regionals. I think he was either fourth or fifth at Mountain Region last year. So his ceiling is very high, and we know that on the right day, he can help our team out a lot. He can probably be around top 10, top 15 in the country on a really good day. So we have the potential to do very well. We just got to put it all together at the right time and peak at the right time. And yeah, I'm super excited to work more with Kang and a new member to our national team. He's in my class, but Justin Keys, he's had a very good breakout season this year. So super looking forward to working with those two guys, as well as we have a freshman, Manny Perez, who has really done well in training, and he had a really good opening race. So we have a very good team. It's a little maybe on the younger side, but we have a lot of potential to do a lot of damage at this upcoming meet and in November.
Especially for a guy like Manny Perez, who obviously had a really good career and well, from the same state that you grew up in and went to in high school in California. Like, what did you notice from him when he was in high school that kind of always has already translated to the college ranks?
Yeah, Manny is a guy that he he keeps to himself a little, but he's very like motivated. You can tell he just like puts his head down and just does the work and like doesn't make any complaints, nothing like that. He's just like he like as soon as he's assigned something, he'll just do it. And I could kind of tell that that's kind of the person he was in high school, and then now that he's here, I can really see that he's the person who just loves the grind, and a person like that helps out our team a lot. He's helped me stay extra motivated this season, just because yeah, I think Manny can do very well this season on this team, and I think he has the potential to be right up there, top 30 All American in November as well. But yeah, he's a guy who loves to just really just grind and just it's nothing glamorous. He just puts his head down and does it. So it's a huge maturity for a freshman to have.
How would you describe this year's team?
Um, I would say I don't know. It just feels new. I would say like the team just feels new, and I would honestly say it's just like a big opportunity like for us. Like this team, we don't really know what we can do. Usually like when we come into the season, we kind of know like where we're at, but we don't really exactly know what we can do. But we know that if we can put it together on the right day, we will be a dangerous team. Whether that be first, second, third in the nation, we don't know. But I just say it's a lot of unknown with this team. But I'm very excited to see what we can do.
Well, we already gotten an idea of what you guys are able to do. We saw that at the Joe Piani Invitational, where you guys got second to Notre Dame, which again, Notre Dame has a very good team this year. So credit to them for having that meet. What was kind of the biggest takeaway from that meet and knowing that's like, all right, we have an idea of where this group is at. How can we improve upon ourselves?
Yeah, I would say a big thing in that race was to just commit to the middle of the race, and because the pace was hot from the gun, and we knew it wasn't going to slow down, so we just put a big emphasis on like committing to the middle. And if we fall apart a little at the end, that's okay for right now in the season. But something we want to like take away from that is like being able to commit to the middle, but also not falling apart as much in the last 2 kilometers. So yeah, the big takeaway from that is just doing more work, more strength, and hopefully that'll help us be able to close the last couple kilometers better than we did at that meet. And we know that we can hold on when the pace is that fast. So now coming to a course like the Nutty Comb course where there's more hills involved, it's not as fast. We know that we can hold on and then hopefully be able to close better.
What do you remember about last year's course at Nuttycombe? Because it wasn't fun, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I heard it was horrible.
Yeah, no, it was complete torrential downpour, and obviously like Nico finished second in that race, and NAU obviously got the win, but like it was not a great environment. But the weather will be much better this weekend. So will this be your first chance to go check out the Nuttycombe course?
No, this will be my second. I ran there my freshman year at Nuttycombe, but last year I had just had like a little knee thing pop up, so we just played it safe and I didn't race. But yeah, I haven't been there in 2 years, so I'm excited to go back and race on it again.
What do you remember about it your freshman year?
I just I don't know. I was just in the middle of a huge pack the whole time. I just remember just trying to pass people. So I don't really. I just remember there being like a little bit of hills and maybe if it's wet, just slippery. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way this meet. So looking forward to that.
73 degrees on race day. And wouldn't expect that in the Midwest in October, to say the least. So, for you, we've obviously known you as the middle distance guy from your days in high school, but now we're starting to see like the cross country things swing into a little bit. Like Do you feel because of how you've done in cross country that has helped you become a better 1500 runner, i.e., what you were able to accomplish this last outdoor season?
I would say so. Yeah, I'd say like cross country, we don't really touch on speed too much. It's mostly just a lot of just building on building, just strength work. And I think that helps me on the track in the middle distances because I know I can go out at a pace like that fast and just be able to hold it. And just because I have that strength from cross country season. So I say cross country training definitely does help me as a middle distance athlete, but I don't want to just be like a 1500-meter runner. Obviously, that's probably my sweet spot and what I'm good at, but like I'm all locked in on cross country right now. Like as of right now, I'm an 8K, 10K guy. Even if it hasn't fully clicked yet, I really want to see what I can do in this distance, and I'm not going to back down from that challenge like a lot of middle distance athletes do.
What did you see from yourself last year? Because really, I mean, that last year was like we finally started to see the Colin Sahlman that we saw once in high school and like finally growing into the runner that we know he is.
Hmm. Sorry, could you repeat that question?
Oh, you finally like last year was like your breakout year. Finally, like the first time we've seen you since high school have that success again. What was that like for you last year?
Oh, it was definitely really cool. I mean, I know I had a decent freshman season. I PR'd by like 1 second in the 1500, so it wasn't like a huge leap. But this last year, I think just with that whole freshman year behind me, like that whole learning year behind me, I kind of knew what to do moving forward. So I just had more experience, and I knew that I could just build on that instead of learning everything for the first time. Like, because high school racing is way different than collegiate racing. So I'm glad that my freshman year was like a learning year, and then my sophomore year, I had that knowledge and I can just go out there and do it. And I think that's the main reason why I was able to have a very successful year.
And this year's NCAA field was probably the deepest that it's seen in a long time with like, obviously Joe Wascom, Elliot Cook, Nathan Green. I think Adam Spencer was in the mix as well. Like, what did you take away from that NCAA final that just, really anybody could have won that race?
Yeah, I mean I knew that going into the race. I knew that it was pretty much anyone in that field could win. But the biggest takeaway, I feel like I executed a almost perfect race. I just kind of fell apart the last 50 meters. Like my legs just didn't have anything under me, and you can probably see I look like I'm stumbling the last like 30 meters or so. It was weird. I've never felt that in a race. It sucks that that happened at the national championship, but biggest takeaway from that is like just get yourself in a good position because you don't want to work up from last to first in like the last lap because like someone you can run like a 55 but someone at the front all they have to do is run a 56 and like it's you're still 2 seconds behind, so just really getting yourself positioning is huge in 1500s, and that's the biggest thing I've been working on is just getting into good position to set my last lap up the best I can.
And it capped off by an appearance at the Olympic trials, like something you probably have dreamt of being at your entire life. Like, what was the experience like? And I know it necessarily didn't go as planned because you had a very, very long outdoor and indoor season. But I mean, to cap it off at the trials, that had to have been a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, no, it was very nice. I was definitely pretty tired and burnt out at the end there. Just you know, I was going from cross country all the way to the trials, so that was 11 months of just straight training and running. I was fortunate to not get injured, so I just had 11-month period of just training and running. So I was pretty tired at the end, but it feels good to definitely cap it off there. Definitely wish I could have had a shot at that Paris squad, but yeah, getting out in the second round, I would think that I would be disappointed, but I actually wasn't. I was just kind of happy I got there, and then happy with the effort I gave.
I think it'd be okay to be upset if you lost to Cole Hawker, Yard Nagoose, and Hobbs Kessler. I think that's an okay thing to be
Yeah.
losing to. So, but obviously your teammate got to qualify for the Olympics, a guy that you've known since high school. Like that had to have been such a cool moment for you. Just, seeing the growth that Nico has had the last couple of years as a runner, but also as a person. Like, what did that mean to you seeing your high school teammate accomplish what he was able to accomplish and make it to Paris?
Yeah, it's definitely a cool, definitely a very cool experience because I mean I've been running with Nico since I was like 9, 10 years old. So like 12 years later to see or like yeah 11, 12 years later to see him doing that and like make it to the Olympics is definitely kind of weird because I look back and like we're both in youth track like very young and it's very cool that we both got to grow together, especially in high school and now even more in college. And we've just been running with each other for pretty much half our lives. So it's cool to see all his hard work pay off this last summer.
And he finally was able to get over that hump too to win a national championship. Like, do you feel like when he was able to get that first national title during indoor season, was that when it kind of just like clicked for him? It's like, yeah, this dude has a very legitimate shot to make the U.S. team.
Yeah, I think that I mean I knew that he really wanted like a national championship for ever since he got to NAU. So when that happened, I think it was almost felt like a weight off his shoulders. Like he got it, and now he can just run free and like just do what he wants to do. And I think that that definitely helped him. It definitely lifted some weight off his shoulders, and he can just run freely and just see what he can do.
Then obviously the other one was Abdi Nur making the team as well. Like, just to have that representation of Northern Arizona on arguably the biggest stage that you could possibly have. Like, what did that mean just for you in the program? Just to see it's like, okay, if these guys can do it, why couldn't I do it?
Yeah, seeing people like Nico, Abdi, and Luis, running
Hmm.
at the highest level in the world is definitely very, very cool because I remember watching Nico and Luis since like their high school days, and then coming into a program like NAU where Smith he loves to develop athletes to to be like better athletes after college. So we know that we're in a really good program to be set up for that, and so it's definitely very inspiring seeing what they're doing because in a couple of years I want to be doing that as well. So it's very cool to see.
The big news, obviously, that during the offseason was the announcement of Coach Smith saying that he'll be leaving at the end of this school year, which caught a lot of people by surprise, but rightfully so. This guy has earned the right to be coaching at the professional level. Just when you found out about that news, or maybe guys had found out or heard about it before it was breaking news, like what was the first initial reaction?
It was almost like disbelief, I would say. Yeah, Smith, he like sat the whole team down the day before it was announced and pretty much just told us. And so it didn't like really feel real for a second. Um, but yeah, I was definitely a little sad for sure. But I mean, he definitely deserves it. I think it's a lot coaching college athletes, professional athletes, as well as having a family. So I think it's just a really good opportunity for him to just kind of take some weight off his shoulders. But we're still in a very we're in very good hands with Coach Cornfield. I mean, Coach Cornfield has been here, I think, 1 year longer than Coach Smith, and he's worked with Coach Smith as long as he's been here. So Cornfield is like just as knowledgeable as Coach Smith is, and I don't think anything's really going to change. I think it'll be the same, yeah, same coaching, same style of coaching, and yeah, NAU is still in a good spot for years and years to come. So.
What has Coach Smith meant to you these last couple of years, and not even just yourself, but the program? Because we obviously the program has flourished. I mean, we've seen national titles on the men's side. We're seeing the women's program now becoming a perennial powerhouse. Like, what has he meant really to this program?
Coach Smith is huge to this program. He obviously he's a very good coach, but I would say he's a better personal coach, maybe than even athletic coach, because he really cares about each individual person on this team, and he wants to help you through like life struggles as well because it's a huge belief of his that consistency in your life is consistency in racing and in training. So he wants to help you through your struggles and um, yeah, he's done that for me. I've had multiple talks with him, just getting through some hard things in life, and he really listens and helps you out. He helps everyone out, and I think that's why we're able to operate at the level we do is because we can take care of these things in life so that we can do these things in practice and in racing. So he's definitely one of the best coaches for that.
Have you just cherished every practice now that you found out that he was going to be leaving to go obviously coach professionally? Because it seems like now when you have a guy like that who has been that impactful, it's like take in everything you can while it lasts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. But yeah, it's definitely cherishing this last year more. Knowing that, I mean, he'll still be around, I'm sure, but just we won't see him every day for practice and stuff. So definitely enjoying the last year with him.
Yeah. And it sounds like you said with Coach Cornfield, like it everything's probably going to be staying the same, same philosophy, same coaching, same recruiting aspects. Like nothing really can be changed, probably, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, NAU, nothing's changing. We're good.
I'm sure everyone loves to hear that in Flagstaff as well. So, but the big thing this week, obviously, like I said, is this pre-nationals meet, and as you said, Colin, like NAU is not necessarily the favorite this season, but you guys still want to live up to that standard of being that perennial powerhouse. So, how do you use the pre-nationals meet as a stepping stone to get into the conversation again?
I mean, yeah, we're really just focusing on and not necessarily even the win. I would just say working as a team in the race and finding each other in the race and moving up together. And we just want to beat as many people as possible, whether that gets us first, second, or third, or whatever place on the day. We just want to see how well we can execute in the moment and look at the results after and analyze it from there. So we're really looking to just see what we can do together and how we can perform as a team, and we'll look back, analyze that after the race, and make some decisions for the postseason. But yeah, we're really just looking at this race to compete against some of the best runners in the country. So and see what we can do against them. So we're super excited for just this opportunity to do that.
And this is all building up to, the Big Sky Conference Championships and then the Mountain Region, which of course this year is a gauntlet of a region with the amount of teams that are so good this year. And then of course, with the ultimate goal of getting back to nationals in Wisconsin, which talking with Coach Eystone the other day, he says he would love for it to be snowy at nationals. Would you like that to be the case?
Oh, we would love that. Yeah, we embrace every single challenge thrown our way because we know that a lot of athletes, even if they're really good athletes, we feel like we are mentally stronger than a lot of other athletes out there. And if snow will get in their head and make them doubt their abilities, then we love that. We love jumping on that opportunity because we know that we'll be able to perform no matter what on any day, any circumstance, snow, rain, or shine. We'll be there. So.
Mountain schools are built different, as they say, with the altitude and the training aspect. So, Colin, really appreciate your time, man. Wish you guys nothing but the best this Saturday. Again, can catch the Wisconsin Division One pre-nationals meet on runnerspace.com starting at 9:45 a.m. Central Time. Again, that is on Saturday, October 19th. Colin, good luck to you in the NAU men.
Thank you very much.